Hey guys, what's going on? I had some pretty good luck with golden shot this time around, so I wanted to share what I did. I was able to kind of find a spot to focus on right here. I'll show you. It looks like I'm going to put the yellow right there by the fairway with the blue. I'm going to zoom in. The blue just overlapping the rough. That's our aim spot for this golden shot. I've got the backspin and the side spin that I recommend up in the top for each shot. You'll also see I'm doing max distance measurements, and I'm actually making 0% adjustments on this. So if you use a wind app like Clash Caddy, 0% adjustments, max distance of the long iron, and I'm putting it on that spot every time, and I'm just making adjustments to my backspin and side spin. I did that because I wanted to be able to give you guys a pretty good reference point. Shout out to Golf Clash Tommy. I've seen him do some of these videos, and the ones that I found most helpful were the videos where he could kind of point out a spot that I was aiming for and just make adjustments with side spin. So that's a good way to approach it, I think, especially if you're trying to help others. Super stoked to get an Apocalypse card there. My Apocalypse is only level 2, trying to get it to 3, which is why I do the golden shot, because the golden shot is where I first unlocked an Apocalypse, and Berserker balls are terrific, and I think golden shot, in my opinion, I don't have any facts to back this up, I do think it gives better clubs. I've been kind of opposed to the golden shot. It depends, obviously, how I'm doing and what I get as a reward. I think ultimately is probably not the I don't know. I'm not a huge fan, but at the same time, I spent money and I did it because I'm looking for more Berserkers and more epic cards like Apocalypses. So here I am. You got to hit the ball perfect on this. I hit it great. You can see I'm going to fall a little bit right. I think my adjustments would have been spot on. I think if I had hit that ball perfect, we would have been really close to a hole-in-one. So just keep an eye on the top of the screen for each shot. You can see that, we line up our target and then go 2 back, 1.5 to 2 left with that sort of wind. So you want to take a look at the wind. If the wind's blowing left to right, obviously, we want to do some side spin to the right to offset that. If it's blowing right to left, we're going to do side spin to the right to offset that. And if we're getting some headwind, we use a little bit less backspin than if we're getting tailwind. So hopefully I got that right. So you want to take the reason I'm doing these, these are just estimates when I'm looking at backspin and side spin. It's not an exact science. There's another example of how I'm lining this up. You can see I didn't quite go as far with the blue on that one. So, I would say your best bet is to follow that first example, but really just get that yellow right up against the edge of the fairway with the blue real close to the rough, if not touching the rough, and you'll be in good shape. So there we go. That's a pretty good shot. Again, the wind is you should get pretty similar wind, so just keep an eye on that. And then based on the wind, that's how you're going to make your adjustments for backspin and side spin. And just to reiterate, I am using 0% adjustments for wind, and I'm doing max distance measurements. And the biggest thing, obviously, is just to make sure you hit the ball perfect. I messed that up a few times here, but that's okay, it happens. So there you can see I've done more of the blue overlapping the rough. I think that's really your best bet in terms of your target there. So yellow right there on the edge of the fairway, blue just overlapping the rough. So I've got my target spot. I'm going to make slight adjustments to the ball. You already saw that. 2 back. It should be 1.5 to 2. So even though you're seeing on the screen when I'm doing it, maybe I don't do enough side spin, or I do too much backspin. I was looking at that when I was putting these numbers together for you in the top. And so if I missed it by just a little bit, I made those adjustments in the top of the screen there with the right spin. So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that's helpful. So I did the free shot, and we just got done with this hole in the tournament, so I felt pretty good about how to shoot this hole and where to line it up. So I thought that was nice that we've got a hole here that we've just seen quite a bit. So I did not feel as bad buying the 6 shots this time because I felt pretty good about my chances for getting a hole in one. So Last time I did a golden shot, and I was quite frustrated because I spent the $5 and I got my 6 shots, and I think I won 1 chest. I really struggled with it, so I was pretty frustrated with golden shot, and then here I am today. Couldn't help myself. I got it again, and fortunately, this was a little bit of a easier hole for me at least, and I had better luck. Even though I'm missing that, that's super close. So we're on the right track there. I'm feeling pretty good about my landing zone. I'm feeling pretty good about my spin adjustments. It's just a matter of just dialing it in just a little bit, which is why it's nice to have quite a few shots when you're trying to create an example video like this. You can really start to dial it in. I don't know that I recommend purchasing the golden shot. Obviously, that's up to you. But I did want to give you guys the best chance at a hole-in-one with your free shot, because you absolutely should take the free shot. It's the best way to get berserkers unless you're playing Masters tournaments. It's the only way to get berserkers unless you're playing Masters tournaments, as far as I know. So here we are, 6.3 in wind. Again, 0% adjustment, max distance. 2.5 back with that wind, 1.5 to the right with the wind, and should put it pretty close here. So not quite, but that's pretty good. And I think we got one more shot here just to give you guys a look. Hopefully this is helpful. Hopefully you kind of get an idea for what to do. This shot was pretty funny. I got my adjustments, I think, off just a tiny bit, and I end up hitting the ball great. And of course, as soon as I hit great, I was super bummed. I was like, oh well, I didn't get the top 2 chests from this, but I'll just let you guys watch and see what happened. Kind of a spoiler the way I talk about it. I got the hole-in-one on this shot. So I got lucky, basically. I think the golf class gods were smiling upon me here. Since they robbed me last week of my $5, I think they smiled upon me here because my adjustments weren't quite right. But on the screen there, I think those are going to be the right adjustments. But I hit it great, and like I said, got lucky there. Got the hole-in-one, so that's a good way to end it. Let me know if this is helpful for you guys. I've been creating more Golf Clash content, so if you're here watching that, let me know if you like it. If you do, leave a like for me. Leave a comment. Let me know if this helped you guys and what you got out of your chests. And if you're so inclined, if you enjoy some of the content, feel free to hit subscribe. I hate to do that pitch, but it really is helpful in terms of giving folks motivation and to create new content and just to show that what we're doing is helpful. So thank you for watching. Good luck on your shot, and catch you guys next time.